I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline.
Here we go.
Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Now Edwards. After the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards looking it over. Pocket 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Holmgren in the corner. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Outside, Edwards. McDaniels outside. And finished off by McDaniels.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Thunder head coach had a few moments to share with me. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Edwards. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Trailing by 4. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Joe can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. Outside, Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Juzang. Back to Conley. Now here is Miller. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And stolen by Wallace. Nice shot by SGA.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Out to Miller. Back to Conley. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
6 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. Williams with the steal. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back over to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Now here's Edwards. And there's the call on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. McDaniels picks him up. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. 3 on the clock. Here's SGA. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. SGA's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Outside Conley. Randall outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Randall's got 5.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
Pass to Dort. SGA looking it over. Here's Caruso. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Caruso's got the lead back up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Gobert the screen. To the left wing. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Randall down low. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. On offense, here are the Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's SGA. Gobert with the block. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Misses the three. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over McDaniel. SGA, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Edwards. 4 on the clock. And taken away by Wallace. One-on-one fast break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Reed. Over to the wing. Back to Edwards. Stolen by Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Nah, bro, I think it's my setting.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Left side, Edwards. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Pause for a second.
It's the Thunder, leading by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Down low, Randall. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Unloads. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Now Edwards. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Drills the three-pointer. Holmgren's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Thunder.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Edwards. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Edwards inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
SGA with the ball. Now defended by Randall. The three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got 9 points in the quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The wide open look here for Caruso. From outside, off the mark. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now let's take a minute to talk to Anley LaForce courtside.
Hold on! Oh, goodness! Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Joe with it. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And the rejection by Holmgren. They get it back. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Dort. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. Picked by Randall. Here's Edwards. Got it. Edwards converts for 2.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Holmgren outside. Back to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Can't nail the jumper. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 4. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Caruso. Holmgren outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. So it's Minnesota now. Edwards drills the three.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Holmgren can't hit. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Holmgren the screen. Joe. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. They trail by 1. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Thunder making a switch here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Inside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Edwards, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Beyond the arc. McDaniels pulls it down. Now here's Edwards. Now McDaniels. Now Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. Another shot. Got a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Thunder making a switch here. And here now the Thunder. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
You love the pressure he's putting on him. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now DiVincenzo. And down goes the three. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Now Caruso. It's stolen by Edwards. 3-on-3. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And here now the Thunder. Outside Holmgren. SGA. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous Alexander.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Here's SGA. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Layup, no good. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And here's Edwards. Edwards. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
SGA. The long shot, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren fires. Off target from outside. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the